are still within the hour of 6 p.m. and the sun has set beautifully, and so we are getting into the coldest part of the night. But thank you so much for joining us on the conference show. We are right here at the Wesley Cathedral in Cape Coast, where Methodism actually began. And so this is the conference show where we bring you all the highlights, all of the activities, all of the major decisions that were taken at conference. And so our guests will do well to tell us all we need to know about it, and of course share their expectations for the next day with us. I've been joined by the Right Reverend Samson 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘, who is the 𝗟𝗡𝗩 North Diocesan Bishop. Of course, Very Reverend Professor 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘 with the Trinity Theological Seminary, and Brother 𝗟𝗡𝗩𝗘 Richardson, Connectional Lay Movement Council Secretary. And so these gentlemen will help us understand what really went on today. That is the day 2 of the expanded GPC. And so this is what we intend doing today. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. Okay. Bishop, tell us your experience at this 13th expanded GPC.
Thank you. This is historic.
Okay.
Because it marks the existence of the church, which is 190 years of existence. And looking at the normal practice of the church, during expanded General Purposes Council, we don't have official opening. And today, there was some sort of official opening, which was graced by the 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗩𝗘 of Ugwa Traditional Council, Saberma Siata II. I'm sure he is called Doctor.
Yes, Doctor.
Forget. And the way the official opening went, very brief, but very historic. So a color has been added to our normal expanded General Purposes Council that we have been holding over the years. So it is very, very...
But to you, you just took office some couple of months back as the new bishop of 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗩𝗘 North Diocese. How has it been for you?
By the grace of God,
okay.
𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗩𝗘 North is a baby in the connection.
Yes.
But a baby with a very nice teeth.
Not sharp ones.
Not sharp ones. Able to chew. Incidentally, we have had a number of diocesan programs which are very historic. Okay. We just ended our All Saints gathering just this Sunday. And we began from 1st October, where the diocese had annual praise and supplication. After that, we have had a number of diocesan programs. In fact, the participation of our programs have been very good. Again, the diocese has also been able to support the weaker societies to get their chapels roofed. One important item that we don't have to forget is just last week when we were having our All Saints gathering, we planted 2 societies to commemorate the maiden All Saints gathering.
Okay.
And you could see from the faces of the people, especially on Sunday, that the joy was overwhelming. People. So, 𝗟𝗏𝗡𝗩𝗘 North, by God's grace, is doing well.
We thank God. We thank God that the church is growing as such. But let's come to a lay person and ask his view on the 13th expanded General Purposes Council. What have you learned so far? What have you seen? What is so extraordinary about today's session?
All right. Thank you, my sister. This is not my first time of being at the cathedral in Cape Coast, but upon arriving here yesterday and then today, the feeling is different. And I, as a young person, this is a learning curve for me. I've really learned a lot.
Okay.
Thinking that you know, but participating in such a historic event give a different perspective and understanding of what you know and why it happened. We've been here since yesterday, and today in particular, experiencing the official opening sort of brought a lot of memories. The little that I've learned and the message that the presiding delivered, and how we as a Methodist we do our things, quite a lot to learn. And for me as a young person, I'm happy to be part of this 13th expanded GPC, and I'm learning quite a lot. In fact, you meet ministers and they tell you where they started from, their role, those who are 50 years in ministry, 40 years in ministry, 25 years in ministry, and you ask yourself, where was I at that time?
You were
nowhere to be found. But I am here with such people, great men of God, great people working for God and country, and we are learning. And today I've learned quite a lot.
Okay. I hope that you're representing the 30% participation of young persons within the Methodist Church. All right. So I'll come back to you on that.
Yes, yeah.
The very Reverend Professor Mark Adu, tell us, how has the 13th expanded GPC been for you so far, especially this session?
Thank you very much. It has been so phenomenal.
Okay.
Just coming to the cathedral, you see something new.
Which is?
The exhibition
Okay.
adds a lot of color to the whole. So seeing this outside, you see that no, this is more than even a conference.
Okay.
This has been well planned. Things have gone very well. Yes, today, every activity has been going on, and the beauty, the atmosphere. You see that yes, the church has really come very, very far.
Okay, tell us, what were some of the activities you engaged in while in the session? We know it started with some morning devotion, went into prayer, the presiding bishop delivered the homily and all. But tell us, how did the day, what were the main events like?
The main event for the day was the reading of the agenda for the Directorate of Ministries.
Okay.
So the General Directorate of Ministries at the ministerial session in the morning.
Okay. Okay.
Delivered. We had that session, ministerial session in the morning, where also those who have gone on, those who have traveled that far, like the 50 years, 40 years. 25 years were recognized, achievements of ministers, and as well as receiving of the probationers to be ordained this year. All of them were handled at the ministerial session. And in the afternoon, there was the representative session. The Spanish GPC was opened, and after reopening, the report of the General Directorate of Ministries was received. So well.
Okay, so Bishop, let us come back to you. What were some of the key highlights of what the presiding bishop preached on, especially in the morning and then that of the afternoon? We know that of the afternoon he touched on doing the word of life. That will become a thing with us as Methodists. So kindly share that with us.
Well, in the morning, that is the official opening, we dwelt on the word of God and prayer.
Yeah.
That the church needs to focus on the word and prayer, drawing our attention from Acts of the Apostles, the cripple that received the healing, who had been placed at the beautiful gates, of which he said the stature or the status of the person was inconsistent with the place he was found. And the Lord, through the apostle, caused healing to manifest in his life, urging us to engage in the word and prayer. And the Lord will continue to do such things in our life. I want to look at the afternoon. He was emphasizing on the theme for the year.
Okay.
And the theme is telling that, of course, his message was that in the previous years, we had the theme for the conference, Then we have the lectionary, which is different from the themes.
Yeah.
And we do this and come to this. We want us to harmonize it in such a way that the theme of conference, which is on the emphasizing on the word, we'll be able to use it throughout our lectionary as part of the WBL, part of devotions that we are planning, all put together will focus us on a direction,
So
which
that
is the
will be
word
the
of
theme
God.
of the year.
That will be the theme of the year, the word of God. From 2 Timothy 3:16 and 17.
17. Yeah.
That's what presiding dwelt on.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's come to you, the lay person. You went for your representative session. How did it go? What were some of the key highlights that you guys talked on or you touched on?
Thank you very much. This morning we also went to the lay meeting, and at the lay meeting we had basically two presentations. One focusing on the Constitution and how we can use the Constitution to grow and develop our church. And we were privileged to have the immediate past lay president to deliver a very powerful presentation to us.
Can you mention his name?
Brother William Orleans Odro. For him, it's always amazing to listen to him when it comes to constitutional matters, and we're blessed to have him this morning. Again, we had the General Director for Social Services, Dr. Sego, to also deliver on the entrepreneurship program, where the church has set an agenda to empower young people and people who are into entrepreneurship to also, for the church to assist them, each and every one of us, for the church to assist those people and get assistance for them. And so we had an extensive discussion on the entrepreneurship and how the church is helping young people and people with ideas, so that business-wise we can have a lot of entrepreneurs in the church for them to also support the church. And there were quite a number of recommendations, how even having a reality show for entrepreneurs program where people will see what the church is doing. Then we went into
that
other.
Will be on WTV.
Yes, okay. we can't go anywhere. It's something that yeah. And then at the representative session, I was really happy when the president mentioned that our lectionary is going to purely focus on our themes that we choose every year, because it has been an argument that some of us have been raising, that you choose a theme and then you go to church service
and it is different,
and the theme is different, and you cannot merge the two. And so you are talking about discipleship, and for a whole quarter there's nothing on the discipleship for you to even say that we are following something. So I was really happy when the president mentioned that. Again, today I had a sense of belonging, and I was so proud when the presiding bishop actually mentioned that the MDF, some percentages are going to go into GAMSU, youth development and the rest. It gives me hope that our leaders are listening to us now.
Okay.
They are really listening to us. And
Was
you
it
will
something
see,
you had always wanted?
yes, it is something that we have advocated for a long time. Because the MDF, for example, the way it is distributed, I mean, you take 24 dioceses, then you give maybe, even if you give each one 500 bags of cement, 500 bags of cement, at the end of the day, we will not feel it. But if we're able to channel it into developing our people, I mean, young people will grow, get the money, and give it back to the church. So I was really happy. And then the agenda to have the auditorium at Ebri, the Youth Development Center, fantastic idea, and we are grateful to the leadership. We salute them for the work that they are doing for us.
Okay. Professor Makidu, now you are in charge of the probationers.
Yes.
So from now to Sunday, what are some of the activities you're going to take them through? What are they going to be doing? Are they going to be part of the EGPC? Are they going to be back there doing their own things? Tell us, what exactly are you going to go to take them through?
The probationers preparing for ordination are not members of EGPC.
Okay.
So we are at a retreat at Abra, and tomorrow we will be having sessions that lead to the ordination service and the vows. So various speakers will be addressing them on how they can understand the vows they are going to make on Sunday. So, and there will be workshops to reflect on how they are working as a family, that the minister and the spouse are working together, and that is what we have addressed yesterday and today. So we will also have workshops on how they can forge ahead, plan ahead, and what they can do together to make the ministry successful. And on Friday, it will be prayer time. The whole of the morning is fasting and prayers, and we would pray towards EGPC and also their ordination. And we would crown the whole thing by going to some of the Methodist sites to see what our heritage has been.
Okay. Now, so from now to Sunday, these are the activities they are going to be going through. Now, tell us, how long have they been on probation, and what does it mean for them? Is it that from Sunday, their black is going to be changing? Are they going to wear other colors? Tell us about it.
Yes, the Methodist Church, the training program is 6 years.
Okay.
You have 3 years in your ministerial training as a minister on trial, and you are commissioned after the training, the 3-year training, to serve probation for 3 years. And during that 3 years, you'll be studying every year under some lecturers and also under some superintendent ministers. So you'll be assigned a minister to supervise your research work, and your superintendent minister will be also supervising the work that you do in your circuit. And together with all those reports that come every year for conference or expanded GPC to approve it and permit them to move to the next year. So they have been serving the church for the 3-year period, and after that they come for interviews, and once they pass the interview at the diocesan level and pass the interview at the congregational level, they are presented to expanded GPC or conference, if as the case may be, for them to be accepted. So once the representative session accepts them and prays for them, the likelihood that they will be ordained on Sunday is now assured.
Why do you say the likelihood? Because I think that they've gone through all the training, just as you said, they've gone through all the interviews from conference to EGPC and all. So what is the likelihood that they may not be ordained?
It may be possible that someone might change their mind that I don't need to be ordained. It may be possible that there are certain things that the church has overlooked and might revisit, because EGPC is not yet over. So unless it is over,
So
anything can happen. And it makes them full, they now become ministers in full connection. And as a minister in full connection, the church gives you some responsibilities that you can perform all the ordinances, all the sacraments, so that you help the church carry on the church's agenda.
Well, we wish all the probationers well. We hope that Sunday they will all be ordained, just as you have said. Okay, but let's come back to you, Bishop. I'm still dwelling on the Word of Life and then the WBL. How are we going to merge the two? How are we going to bring the two together? Because we know that this is a devotional one, and WBL is also some form of devotion for us. Because we see them on our screens in the mornings, we see them in the afternoons, in some parts of the evenings.
Yes. The WBL will be our teaching manual. Then we'll have our personal devotions.
Okay, so not to do an advert or not to advertise this one. So we are talking about the daily bread sort of thing.
Something like that.
Okay, but this is
This with the Methodists.
this will be for Methodists. Okay.
We have it in the WBL, daily readings that people come to your screens to do it. But this time, we are going to put it in that form so that every member will be encouraged to own a copy so that they can have their personal devotions using it. And the same ones that will come to WTV and teach viewers.
Okay.
So that is how we do it. And it is also targeting our theme for the year. It is not completely different.
So the two are going to target
yes.
the theme for the year.
The developers included Professor Edu.
Okay.
Trying to put them together in such a way that what we are having as our devotion, what we are having as our weekly Bible studies, what we are having at the pulpit for Sunday's sermon, all are in line, focusing on a single theme that has been given to us.
Okay.
So at the end of the year, we can assess ourselves that did we actually value Scripture, Bible that we are talking of, and how did we make use of the Bible?
Sure.
So that is what the Sardine Bishop has dreamt, and people, the team he has put together, are preparing for the entire connection.
Well, Makidu, is there something you want to add to what Bishop has said?
Yes, this is a unique thing that has come. It is novel, and a team of ministers as well as some lay people have been brought together to plan this and to write the devotions. So we are far ahead, and very soon we will see it in the market. So it's made up of ministers throughout the connection. Even those in Europe are contributing, and those in the Americas are also contributing.
So Europe
to
all and North America.
Yes, all of them are contributing to writing these devotions, writing the teaching materials, and also the WBL. They are all going to be synchronized as one.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much. But before we go, what are your expectations for the days ahead? Especially tomorrow is just closer to us. And so, Bishop, what are you expecting tomorrow? What are you expecting to hear tomorrow?
Well, as today went, we anticipate greater tomorrow. Today, we focused on ministries. Apart from the ministerial session, we used the representative session for ministries. And the ministry is not only ordained, we have the ordained, we have the lay ministries, we have evangelism, mission and renewal, and children's ministry. All put together is what we call ministries. And tomorrow we'll be focusing on finance and development, then also look at social services. And when you talk of the finance and development, finance is one. We have the resource mobilization there. Then we have development. Telling us how much we have fed throughout the year and what we have done, what we are going to do. So tomorrow we shall be looking at...
is it going to touch on the monies involved?
Sure.
Okay.
Finance will deal with money. How WTV is being financed, we'll hear it there.
Okay.
And the others will be looking at MIPL. No, MIPL will come at the later time.
Done well.
But we are looking at MDF.
Okay.
How development in the church has gone on, how funds has been released to support construction of chapels, manses, educational institutions, health facilities, and what have you. So all these reports will be given us tomorrow.
Okay.
Then the finance aspect will come.
Okay.
The social services will also deal with.
Okay. That. We hope that we'll get the rest of the team here tomorrow and then tell us what will happen. So tomorrow we'll look at what has happened tomorrow as well. Echo, let's look at what you're expecting tomorrow, both at the ministerial session and at the lay session. briefly?
Maybe let's be correct. There will be no ministerial session tomorrow.
Tomorrow, okay.
Only representatives.
Only representatives,
Yes.
okay. So let's look at what you're expecting from both sides.
Yeah, thank you very much. But before I do so, quick one. On the devotional book,
Okay.
I think it's a response to a demand. Because some of us were not seeing the WBL as a daily devotional, something that we should be carrying along. And you know, the daily things, those ones are not developed. They are just texts that are given and all that. So we, you know, the WBL, the concept is for teaching. So you go to Bible class and then you are taught through that. But with this one, I am ready to pick it along. It will be in my bag. And when I'm in a car and I'm not driving, I can read. I'm in the office, my leisure time, I can read. So that is a response to a demand, and I'm happy the church is responding to that. So, and then with my expectation tomorrow, I'm expecting big things, and I'm still going to learn something big tomorrow.
Okay. Professor Makidu, just a brief one. What are you expecting tomorrow?
I'm expecting that we would hear what the church has done in so many areas that we have never thought of. Because today new things have come up. Tomorrow, but I know new things will also come up.
All right, Professor, thank you so much. But we'll be speaking with the Right Reverend Samson 𝗟𝗑𝗩𝗘, who is a Kumasi North Assistant Bishop, the Very Reverend Professor Mark Edu with the Trinity Theological Seminary, and Brother for Opinion Ketia Richardson, National Link Movement Council Secretary. And so this has been the conference show. Thank you so much for joining us. We promise to also hit your screens again tomorrow with the update of what is happening at the expanded General Purposes Council meeting. My name is Miss Na. Thank you so much for watching.